with you. Good evening, ladies, gentlemen, boys, girls, and everyone in between. It's time for the Rose Racing Series NA finale, live from Abu Dhabi. If you haven't worked out who I am by now, that's Paul from you. And I will be joined by Arrow at some point. I think he's just... by Arrow. Ryan McLean Swifty, good evening, welcome in. As we got a car out on the track, and BRT are in pole position in the series going into the finale. 51 point gap. Nice comfortable gap for them. It might be. It might not. So yeah, 51 point gap for BRT over IRT. Bob Bouchard, good evening, welcome in for the final time in RRS. Nobody knows what's happening to this tournament after. The COCOMS is on his way. He's in the lobby, he just hasn't joined yet. So we'll jump on board with Ogre F1 then for his first time lap. Remember, this is full qualifying and a 50% race, so we'll lose two drivers. Into turn 1 then for Ogre, 4th gear on the exit. Kept it nice and valid there. 2, 3 and 4 now. On the intermediates. Yeah, I agree, Bob Bouchard. You tell him, mate. There's an apex there somewhere, Ogre, I'm sure. You would think so, Alice. You would think so. I can't say too much more about Crowdin. He's going to be my best mate soon. Ramon and Alfie apparently are going to be the first two. So let's see Geekin. 17.4 in sector 1 as he comes through turn 5. I believe my co-commentator has arrived. As you watch Geekin then full speed over 200 miles an hour into the braking zone of 6 and 7. Ramon and Alfie then. 52.6 for the middle sector for Geekin. The only driver out on a set of the softs at the moment. If I don't see Nico do a 21.3, who knows? Lucky not to invalidate there on the exit of 14. Ollie Horney, hello mate, how are you? Geeking up to the line, it's a 22.5 and the COCOMS has just left the party. See if we can get him back in. So it's a 22.5 then for Geekin. Set Levi. Come around the final couple of corners. He is going to set his Inter's lap. And the Inter pole position is a 25.4. Arrow, it looks like your mic is on mute in the pie, if that helps you at all. Super Adam Larkin. Good evening, Lark Ball. Max power at 25.6. OVR Groot looking for that pole position. Inters. Inters laps utter woke nonsense. Groot sets a 54.3 in the middle. So he makes his way through sector 3. No one else is out, so the P1 time is a 22.5 at the moment by Geekin. We won't imagine we'll see some quicker times than that as Groot rounds the final corner, and a big slide then up to the line. It's a 26.0. So a very cautious start to qualifying. Hopefully it spices up a bit. Just set the time and get it. OVR Nico then, is that on? It says game over. It is game over for OVR apparently, unfortunately. How is everyone anyway? I hope your days are going well. Obviously, as we come to the end of the F1 24 cycle, I think this is the end of RRS today, and then we've got BBS, TTS. I think that finished. TTS got 2 more weeks. This obviously, and then BBS Cup final on Saturday night. EVR versus AMS, a 6v6 battle to the stars. Come on, Nadine. No, probably not, mate. It's been a breath of fresh air not having to commentate, worry about lineups, run the tournament. It's been quite nice, so probably not, mate. No is the answer to that, Swifty. But OVR Nico then, just making his way through turns 3 and 4. Club Saturday night, 17.3 for OVR Nico. Who's on tonight, Larkins? It's Stockport and Leyton Orient tonight. Through the chicane then, OVR Nico? Oh, I won't be watching that. I know you haven't watched the game. Gabriel Moyer is out on a lap also. What's going on, Arrow? Who are Aberdeen playing tonight? Celtic in the Championship group. 21.9 then for Nico. And everyone is on the soft tyres now, including his teammate, 52.4. What does this mean in Scottish football then? Championship and relegation groups. Obviously the relegation groups makes sense, but what do you get if you for the championship group? Hello, Adam. Temporarily, AMS Adam. 22.1. Yes, I can do that, Arrow. No problem. He's still not showing. Oh, there he is. AMS Misha, good evening, welcome.
A new follower. Hell yeah!
how the tanks looks different, yeah. Set Laval is 3 seconds up on his time, and he sets a 22.3. Hamza coming through the chicane. Okay, I don't know if I've got you on EA. I couldn't find you before. Ah, there you are. Is that you? I think that's you. Hello.
Finally in. That was weird. Whenever I turned my PC on, went on to F1, it crashed as soon as I loaded into F1. So it was like there's something wrong with my PC. Don't know what it is, but seems to be working now.
Good evening, anyway. Welcome. Can you hear Arrow, chat? Rick, hello, mate. I'm very well. Did I invite the right account?
Yeah, I'm joining now.
Oh, lovely, lovely. Finn Bob has backed out of his lap. You've covered a lot of these races, haven't you?
Yeah.
How's it been?
Pretty good. I'm trying to see if I reckon. Oh, for a second there, I thought I was in one of the cars.
Oh no!
No, I'm not.
I've seen that before.
But I might be whenever the race starts. I think it will put me in a car whenever the race starts.
Oh.
Because that's just what EA does. If I hadn't clicked spectator whenever I rejoined the lobby.
So we could do something a little bit different then. We could get on board with you and you could do all the comms live from the back of the grid.
If you want, I'll try and see if I have an Abu Dhabi setup on.
Ogre's got a bit of traffic in front of him then as he comes around the final couple of corners. There's a BRT car going in the pits, and he does well not to cut that corner, Ogre, and he goes into P9 at 22.5, but Lafitte at 21.9 is top of the tree. Only 2 people are going to be eliminated here in Q1, and the chat seem to think it's going to be Ramon and Alfie, who are separated by 2 100ths of a second at the moment, down in 12th and 13th, but IRT have started strong in P3 and P4. Driver's title Arrow already wrapped up. I think I struggled to see the screen grabs in the Discord.
It's Oxcu's got it.
Yeah, Oscu, who's not racing tonight. He's studying for exams.
What a nerd.
Yeah, indeed. As the count goes up to 26. Good evening to anyone just coming in. Rose and Arrow on comms this evening for the finale. But Unk is cooking. He's not. He's in P12. But BRT Arrow have sort of run away with this season, haven't they?
Yeah, they have a bit more of a gap than IRT currently, but I think mathematically they can still do it, along with ER as well. I think they still mathematically can catch maybe an outside chance of ER, which it would be exciting to see if it did happen, or at least to see an actual championship fight, because on Monday AMS already had the title wrapped up, so we were all just commentating to see who would get P2 in the championship. I believe it was EVR.
Yeah, I believe it was. I did tune in on Monday night just to see that, but there has been some dominating performances in this game cycle, and AMS in RRS assist here is probably the most dominating I've seen. They have absolutely smacked it all season, and fair play to Noodle Cunt and the gang. As talking of AMS, we're on board with Knight, who set a purple middle sector apparently, as we've got 5 people ego retired. And Finn Bob is out on a lap also, 17.3 in the middle sector. Yeah, so yeah, no Crowdin and no Oscu tonight. I believe they're P1 and P2 in the drivers, and Tech Brutal not racing tonight. He's obviously set to depart to SCI after this race. I think he might be there already. Is Knights, that's a 22.1, and that middle little cluster there, Arrow, look very, very tight. There's, what's that, 1/10 between 7th and 10th, and that's all you need in there.
Also, it's probably surprising seeing Smoked Whittle so low, but he's recently only moved to no assists, so probably still getting used to no line. And then probably a driver I would like to mention around near enough the back is Gakin. Gakin a couple times hasn't qualified spectacularly, but normally by the second phase of the race, Gakin joins that lead train regardless of where he qualifies.
Oh.
So, SCT, do you have a quick driver in Gakin?
A bit of a shock here. Finn Bob has invalidated his final run, and probably BRT's strongest driver in their lineup tonight has retired. So that means that either Ramon or Alfie, it's gonna be Alfie if OVR Groot can beat his lap time. Alfie is invalidated on his final run.
I think it's just about enough time to do another lap, but it'll be close. It'll be very close.
Ramon then can he guarantee a Q2 appearance? As Groot starts his lap as well. 2 BRTs out early doors. That wasn't on anyone's bingo card this evening.
Yeah, this could be a generational level of bottle from BRT if they somehow both go out in Q1 here. And they'd be putting all their money in on Mathis to try and secure their title win.
Indeed. Please do not fucking bottle this. Oh, Alfie, has he got enough time? I can't see the... No, he's missed it.
He's missed it. He's missed it.
So, all eyes are on OVR Groot.
And he's already half a tenth up, as he's going to go into Sector 3 now. And he's over a tenth up, and he really just needs to keep this lap clean. And Groot will be through to Q2. And 2 BRT cars will be out in Q1, which will be a nightmare for BRT trying to win the championship.
I've just seen a message in the BRT Discord that says, lads, I swear to fuck, do not bottle this. Ramon P10 at 22.4, and all eyes go towards OVR Groot. And he's not.
I don't believe it.
BRT Alfie out of qualifying here in Abu Dhabi.
Wow.
And that is the end of Q1. 2 BRT gone. Just Mathis the Lone Ranger left, as Lafitti sets the quickest time of a 21.9. The top 10 separated by just over 5.5 tenths. And as you see at the bottom there, BRT Alfie and Finn Bob both eliminated from qualifying.
Well, as you mentioned, that was not on anyone's bingo card for today.
No, very, very interesting. Very, very
I think they're just trying to make it spicy for the finale.
Yeah, they're trying to make a spectacle of it for the fans.
Because the current points gap is 51 points between BRT and IRT. And IRT have only scored over 50 points in one race this season. So BRT can at least bank on that. However, IRT have been looking fast so far. I think 2 of their drivers comfortably inside the top 5. So this could be one of the races for IRT where they do score big.
Yeah, so BRT need 26 points or more to guarantee the title. 77 on the table. No extra points for pole position. However, points deductions available for any qualifying misdemeanors. So normally, Arrow, in these types of tournaments, there is a gentleman's agreement between the teams that no one reports anything in the last race, but with money on the line, we'll see if that's any different.
Oh, I would absolutely, I would absolutely report people in the last race. If I felt I was done wrong at all, I would 100% be reporting people. But that's just me. Oh, Ricciardo's left the session. I don't think I have him added.
He's not even meant to be in here.
Well, it does say he's in the lineup. So, unless that was a late announcement. But
Ricardo Kroner.
Yeah, IRT, yeah.
Yeah, he's meant.
Maybe one of his.
I don't have him added either.
Maybe one of his teammates can get him back in.
Hopefully. I know. How have you got 79, Jobber? I've got 77 plus the fastest lap.
Oh, and Mathis is lagged out as well. What's happening now?
I can get Mathis.
I have him as well.
Let's have a look.
I just don't have Ricciardo.
Hello, Ogden. How you doing? Silo, good evening. Cars on fast laps already. Wow. Led by an OVR driver, and that's OVR Group then, making his way down to turn 5. Oh, it is 1 for pole position. There you go. So 79 on the table, so 28 points. 28 points or more needed for BRT. So P1 will do it. Oh, Swifty. It was going so well, mate. 53.3 in the middle sector for OVR Groot, and he has a massive snap, and that's an invalidation. That's the end of his lap. Arrow. Job done for his outlap.
Yeah, we do have both IRT cars. Hamza getting a tow from Spetsy, if that's how you pronounce it, as Hamza invalidates entering that final section under the hotel. But Spetsy will have a chance to complete his lap, although it was Hamza getting the tow from Spetsy who was quickest with a 22.2. I don't know what Hamza would have had. 22.3 if he kept it valid.
Callum, it's Mathis is the last BRT guy. Who's...
Has Mathis got back in yet?
Yeah, he's just coming out of the pits now.
The IRT driver's probably going to help getting their teammate back in.
They're towing again. They're towing again. This is illegal. Although he's on none, so it don't matter. Who else we got? Lafitti's invalidated, so it'll be Gabriel Moya as Geekin sets a 23.0 and Ogre sets a 23.3. He's been impressing a few teams. I've heard some rumblings about people trying to sign Ogre and Sonic as well. I haven't got him added, Mabo. Sorry, boss.
Ah, there he is. Back in the lobby.
Someone got him.
I don't even really think there's any way for me on the EA app to add people in the lobby. I can only do it actually, well, in the lobby beforehand. Whenever we actually get into the race itself or qualifying, I can't add people.
Yeah, indeed.
Moya goes up to
Ask me what, Swifty?
Moya up to P2 with a 22.7. Although I'm pretty sure Alfie was knocked out with a 22.9, so no one really out there other than Spatsy with a really representative time. To be honest, maybe Moya and Max Power doing some decent times, but I do think everyone can improve currently.
Yep, indeed. AMS Mathis is on a fast lap finally.
And Mathis is really got to do all the heavy lifting for BRT here. Got to
Yeah.
put the entire team on his back here. He essentially just needs to score as many points for himself, to be honest, because, as I mentioned, IRT as a team need to get 50 plus points. So if Mathis just extends the amount of points that IRT need to get to, it could be enough. Whereas his two teammates, I think, from P16 and 17, it'll be difficult for them to really score some significant points.
100%. I thought I had the rulebook open, but obviously I don't. I was just going to see what the minimum they need.
Yeah, and Mathis.
How they can get that minimum.
Mathis with a 23.0, so everyone really can improve. I don't see anyone there with blistering times other than Spatsy out there so far.
So they can get a 8, 9, and 11. So 8, 9, and 11 is the minimum that they need.
Well, when you put it like that, it seems quite achievable.
Yep, fastest lap as well will do that.
So, if the BRT lads starting from the back can avoid the early chaos, they could be able to do it, as Levi for SET goes on top of the 22.0. And I'm surprised to see more drivers not have their banker down this late in the session. Normally, you'd have your banker down in the first 5 minutes, but 5 minutes in and half the grid still haven't got their banker lap in.
No, Ricardo is out on a lap now. I know Ramon's just said in stream chat he's doing a one and done. One of them was on none anyway, Callum, so it's alright, mate. I was just stirring the pot. 52.6 in the middle sector, and IRT need a miracle, don't they? They need a 1, 2, 3 pole and fastest lap to make sure. Especially with BRT only needing an 8, 9 and 11 on either a fastest lap or a pole. So around the final corner for Ricardo Kroner, and he makes his way up to the line, and it's P3, so it's an IRT 2-3 at the moment. Hamza has struggled in qualifying so far, Arrow, it's fair to say, and he's just coming up to the end, and if anyone beats this guy to pole, Lafitte, I'll be very shocked. A very quick driver. Remember EVE closing, maybe after today, I think. I think this one is the last NA. Is this the last NA tournament about?
I think RRS are still NA.
Ah, yeah. You're in tier 2 there, aren't you?
Well, commentating tier 2. I'd love to say
Yeah.
I'd love to say I'm in tier 2. That'd be quick enough to race in that tier, but Ham's up to P3 now with the 22.0, so IRT looking strong there, and they do need a mega result here, and currently they're going the right way about it.
AMS Lucas P5 at 22.1. AMS Knight just making his way through the chicane. Ogre's out on another lap, and he's about to enter the final corner, and he's just over 7 tenths up, and he's in P3 now, the SET man. 1.3 seconds found as we ride back on board with AMS Knight. 52.3. I think Lafitte will do a 0.3. That would be some time. I can't remember the last time I drove Abu Dhabi. You would have done it sooner than me because you actually race and I don't.
Have you tried it since the tracks have changed and it's got the new curve? You've not tried it since then, no?
I think the last race I did was RRS in Spain. I think that was my last race. That was CCS back in Spain last season. Go Marcel, says Adam. I'm guessing that's Knight, who's gone up into P3. And Lafitte, I wouldn't bet against him, but a 0.6 he thinks is enough. I would agree with him.
Yeah, I think anyone under 22 definitely safe. I think Lucas currently will be the cutoff point. I think if anyone gets past Lucas, they should be safe.
Go on, Cormac. 6-month anniversary. Love that from you, big lad. Love Cormac. What a bloke. Gabriel Moya, P7. Oh, I got a bone to pick with you anyway, Mr. Arrow. Mr. Grumpy always used to give me his prime sub, but I seen him give it to you the other day. Half a second up, Mathis. Already getting him, big man. For the Mathis is invalidated there.
This could be crucial. He has to
exit.
Immediately get back into the pit lane to get refuel, or if he does have enough fuel, they get that battery recharged. But he literally has one more opportunity, pretty much, and he will come into the pit lane. He has to get in and out as quickly as possible, and then he'll have one run to get through for BRT. But if Mathis is out in Q2 and IRT all get into Q3, then this race will start to get very, very spicy. As on my screen, indeed, one of the pit crew of Mathis has fallen through the map. I've never seen that before.
Nice. What a game, mate.
That was very strange. The guy who puts like the I can't even remember the name for it, but the thing under the side of the car just disappeared through the map.
So the capacity crowd of AMS in the away end tonight want to see Ramon's one and done. So here is Ramon's one and done as we watch him through the chicane. That looked very clean from Unk, as they call him. I dread to think what they call me if they're calling him Unk. I was 36 last Friday, and I definitely know he's younger than me, so we'll see as he goes into Sector 3 then, Ramon. Look at the chat. The chat's going wild for Ramon. I think he's 28, yeah. We're in the final corner then for AMS Ramon as he makes his way up to the line. Oh, it's P9, he's in Q3 at the moment.
It's close. Also important to see Ricardo Kroner improve because he's going to get through for IRT because they need maximum points here. And if Kroner gets knocked out, then IRT may struggle to try and win this championship.
Yeah, he's only just under 2 tenths up. Going into Sector 1 is Kroner. I think Geekin's a little bit further forward, is he? Yeah, Geekin's not improving on his time as he runs the final corner. This is going to be it for Geekin as he crosses the line now, and it's P10. He is in big trouble as Kroner is just over 3 tenths up now, coming through the middle sector, so he is ahead of AMS Ramon. Max Power half a tenth up in the first sector, and Groot is I didn't see if he was improving, but all eyes towards Krona now. I was born in 89, yes. And Krona goes P7 and pushes Ramon a little bit closer to the exit door. Geekin is out of qualifying. Max Power.
Yeah, Max not improving by as much as I would have thought. He's 3/10 of the good, but he still needs a little bit more through this final sector if he does want to get ahead of Ramon. He needs to double that delta, essentially.
Yeah, indeed. Max Power, three tenths up now. Mathis did not make the line.
Oh,
Mathis is
no.
out. All BRT out. Is this Ramon's time to shine? Max Power up to the line. It's P10. Ramon's out.
Geekin not improving. Groot back out of his lap, so at least it isn't every BRT car at the back, but this could not have went more horrifically for BRT, and every IRT car is through, so this is going to be a spicy one. IRT really could win it here.
Is Nico going to knock another AMS car out? Is AMS? No. Who's Max Power?
Yeah, Max
SET.
Power. No, I don't think he is SET. I think he's EVE.
SET.
He's EVE.
EVE. So he's gone. Obviously, the fan favourite, the people's champ. AMS Ramon out. Geekin, Mathis, and Groot.
But this really could not have went worse for BRT. They are P14, 16, and 17, which to win the championship after that qualifying will be surprising, but we'll see if they can pull it off. IRT in good standing, Spetsy and Hamza P2 and 3. Meanwhile, Ricardo in P9.
Yeah, so the provisional pole shootout and the point will be between Laffiti, Spetsy, Hamza, Nico, Knight, Lucas, Ogre, Levi, Krona, and Gabriel Moya. And watching the stream, Max Power, Geekin, Mathis, OVR, Groot, and some other Belgian waffle. Q3 is coming at you right now. And we'll do a little prediction, I think.
Well, I think Laffiti pole probably, but I think if Hamza and Spetsy can qualify P2 and P3, that will definitely put them in good position to try and catch BRT here.
Indeed. So the poll is 4 options. Who gets pole? Laffiti, Spetsy, Hamza, or someone else? Get your channel points in now. You have 2 minutes.
Well, as long as BRT don't pull what they did on Monday, where they were all comfortably outside the points, then I would expect BRT to make their way forward.
Yeah. Let's see some all-ins then. Oh, 50%. Oh, 99% thinks someone else.
Finn Bob says he's already reversible.
Fair play.
Maybe Finn Bob and all the other BRT drivers thought this is a mystery race and you're actually going to reverse the grid.
Yeah. If BRT are last, I'm definitely rigging. What? 1 minute to go then. Get your channel points in. Callum, Ogden, Swifty, Michelle, AMS Adam. Let's get your channel points in. Let's see some all-ins. Three people have voted 120 coins on Laffiti. Swifty's gone all in on someone else. Wow. Interesting. Who do you think's going to get pole? Is the question, Arrow.
Yeah, I think it will be Laffiti. Definitely one of the quicker drivers in this tier since I've been commentating. I was actually surprised to see not, or I feel like this tier is missing some of his previous competitors who would have been challenging him for pole, like you mentioned Tech Brutal and some of the AMS guys have been very quick here in the
Yeah.
past, and then also the championship winner in the drivers, Osku, and crowding as well.
So only 7 people voted. 29% of them have gone for Lafitti. No one's gone for Spetzi or Hamza, and 71% has gone for someone else. So the people in the chat think that it's going to be someone outside of that top 3. So I think it's going to be Lafitti. I don't see anyone else getting close. I think the only person who could potentially be that someone else to get pole is OVR Nico. But here is Levi on his first lap. Nico was quicker than Lafitti in PSGL. Interesting stat.
Well, Levi, one of the 2 SCT drivers who did make it through the Q3. I did mention Geekin earlier. He qualified P13, I believe, in the end, but we'll see if he'll live up to my what I said about him, where even though he may not qualify well, we'll still see him up the field somewhere.
Yeah, indeed. Hello, Zyros and Moza Lebosh. Indeed, Lebosh, mate. What do you mean, what is this all about, Zyros? Am I, we having a fight, or? Oh, I'm watching Stockport Leighton Orient. I'm not, Zyros. I'm not back doing F1 stuff. It's a figure of your imagination. 22.5 for Levi. Ogre is just coming round the final corner now, and that's a 22.6. There's some OVR cars about, and one of them is Gabriel Moya.
Yeah, for zeros in the chat, this is all AI generated, so...
Yeah, it's a figure of your imagination. Someone's using a voiceover pretending to be me. As Gabriel Moya then comes across the line, that's a 21.9. His teammate Nico is just starting a lap. So it's AMS cars in behind. The first one is going to be AMS Knight as he rounds the final corner. Lucky not to invalidate on the outside or the inside there. And that's P2. That's a 22.1. His teammate Lucas round the final corner now. Oh, big slide in, a big snap. And that's cost him a lot of time. That's a 22.9. IRT are all coming through the middle sector, final sector even, as Lafitti sets a 21.5 on the bankers. Hamza goes in P2. Spetzi is, wow, that was a big, he took that final corner very aggressive, I saw there. I don't know if you picked that up as well, but it's IRT 235.
I think the BRT driver is going to be starting to sweat at this point, because seeing their 3 rivals inside the top 5, meanwhile, the BRT drivers are in the bottom 5, they are going to start to worry as Nico goes quickest with a 21.5.
The chat said it. They said he's quicker than Lafitti. And a 21.5 puts him on provisional pole here in Abu Dhabi.
Well, I don't think I've commentated over OVR Nico yet, so the only reason I have not bet on him yet is because I've not seen him race, so that's why I have bet on Lafitti.
Indeedy. I was just looking at today. They released the confirmed pairings for the World Cup of Darts, and the team of Luke Humphreys and Luke Littler is something I would not want to be coming up against. That's for sure.
I never even realised they did team darts.
Yeah. Ireland is William O'Connor and Keane Barry. And Northern Ireland is Josh Rock and Daryl Gurney. That is June the 12th to the June the 15th, so coming up quickly. So all the banker laps are done, Arrow. OVR Nico leads the way. The gap is 1.4 seconds. But it's tight at the top. Just over a tenth separating the top three. 3/100 separating Nico and Lafitti, who seem content to resume their PSGL battle. Spezzy is a race demon. Oh wow, no practice either. No practice. Arrow, can you believe that? 21.6 at Abu Dhabi on no practice.
Yeah.
Imagine being that good.
I think everyone who says no practice has secretly been practicing a lot.
Been sweating. Sweating the TT.
It's a bit like whenever you show up for an exam and your friend says, "Oh, I did nothing at all," but then they've clearly been revising because they get an A, and you're like, "I scraped by with a C." So who was really not revising?
Now my daughter's going for her GCSEs at the moment.
I must say I don't have great memories of GCSEs. I think I got like 2 Bs and the rest were Cs.
I didn't turn up to my geography one because I couldn't be bothered,
Yeah.
and I struggled with the rest of them. I struggled to like revise. I still struggle with it now. I've just finished an apprenticeship through work,
Mhm.
and I struggled with revision. I struggle to keep anything in my head, so I just try and I make little post-it notes of like just words
Mhm.
that I need to remember. I do it that way.
What's funny about my revision technique is I worked out how I revise in my very final exam an hour before my very final exam at A level, which was my history test. And before it, I just started writing down dates of everything and a title next to it. And then all of the information was going in my head a whole lot better than what I'd been doing beforehand. And I realized
Yeah.
that like an hour or two before my final exam, I was like, I should have been doing that a lot longer ago because that was the final exam I ever ended up doing. So probably should have done that sooner, but oh well.
No, indeed. Remember, therefore, leads to more profit in business. Cheers, Finn Bob. Callum Ogden's doing his as well. Wow. So the first one, Arrow, who's going to set his lap, is Set Levi.
Yeah. And I just quickly looked at what my time trial is in Abu Dhabi, and my time trial is at 22:03. So currently I'd be ahead of the SCT drivers, but I think that will not last very long as Levi is already over a tenth up through Sector 1. And
Yeah.
as I'm still intrigued to see what Nico, Latifi, or Lafitti and the ART drivers can do as well in this qualifying session as well.
Finn Bob, my daughter is older than Swifty. I'll just put that there.
Yeah, it is weird when every once in a while you remember, oh, I'm playing a video game and there's children also play video games.
Levi then Laffiti and Nico are the last 2 cars to cross the line. Everyone has made it. Levi has gone for that early lap. And there's been a crash. It's Ogre. He's retired, I think, on track.
And left the session. What?
Yeah, he's retired on track there. You'll see him now. There you go, straight in the corner.
Lucas has also made a mistake. Down at turn 9. So his lap is gone. He was half a second to the good. I think sometimes what happens in this game, Jamie, if you're not aware, is it'll kick you from the lobby and immediately retire your car.
Yeah, the old leaving glitch.
So I think the fact that Ogre joins so quickly back, I think that genuinely might have been what happened there. But
Hamza's only gone P3. Knight goes up to P5, but all eyes are going to what's Spetsy sets a .4. And Laffiti has invalidated in sector 3.
Oh, Nico made a big mistake through the final sector.
Yeah. Is it going to be Spetsy? Everyone's going to lose points. If Nico rounds the final corner, 21.
I don't think he
did
it.
He didn't do it, no. Spetsy for .4, Nico second. And there it is. A tenth of a second, Spetsy takes pole position. Debut pole, says Callum Ogden in the chat. Laffiti invalidated his final run. He was actually up on his time also, but he wouldn't. I don't know about sector 3, but in sector 2 he was just over half a tenth up. Then it's Hamza, Gabriel Moya, Knight, Ricardo Krona, Levi Ogre, and Lucas. And yeah, that was a spicy qualifying towards the end.
And then he's left the session. I don't know, did he get kicked?
I'm not sure.
Well, our pole sitter, I don't think will now get a chance to pick his strategy or his fuel load when he rejoins.
I'll tell you one thing we're going to do though, Arrow, is we're going to go and have a break. And when we come back, the race will be live. Don't go anywhere.
Oh, and I'm...
My lover's got no money, he's got his strong beliefs. My lover's got no power, he's got his strong beliefs. My lover's got no fame, he's got his strong beliefs. My lover's got no money, he's got his strong beliefs. Want more and more, people just want more and more freedom and love. What he's looking for, want more and more, people just want more and more freedom and love. What he's looking for, freed from desire, mind and senses purified, freed from desire, mind and senses purified, freed from desire, mind and senses purified, freed from desire. Na 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 na
Welcome back. Thank you for your patience. The lobby had to be reset as someone couldn't get in. But interesting, Arrow. I've just been told a piece of information that if it finishes in quali positions right now, IRT win it. So the pressure is all on BRT. We're about 60 seconds away from starting, and yeah, the pressure is all on BRT.
Yeah, certainly is. That is a scary thought to think that despite BRT's lead, that they really could throw it all away in this round. You would hope that they can work together now that they all are at the back. Essentially, they can all work together to fight their way through the field to at least grab some points to put more pressure on IRT. But if they squabble too much at the back, then they could lose out massively, and they could really put the title all in the hands of IRT. And they really don't want IRT to be choosing their own destiny here.
No. It will be a first if a 51-point lead is bottled. They did try it last season in the tier 1 main team tier. They had a really big lead, BRT, and then they started to fumble and EVR came back at them.
Well,
as we get ready for the race start.
Yeah. We do know a lot of the BRT drivers here, and I doubt we'll see them throwing it away here.
Apparently your mic's a bit fucked.
Mine?
Yeah.
What's messed up about it?
I don't know, Swifty just put Arrow's mic is a bit fucked. Here we go then. 2, 3, 4 and 5 lights. And it's lights out and away we go for the final time in Rose Racing Series. No assist here down into turn 1. Spetsy looks like he's got the job done. Bit further behind there's a car round and it's IRT, was it?
No, I think,
don't know.
I think all the IRT drivers have survived, but it's now on all BRT line up at the back of the grid.
Yeah, not a great start for Mathis. He is plumb last.
Although I think BRT were trying to let through Finn Bob, but Smoked Will now on the rear of Groot at the back here as Nico takes the lead of the race ahead of Spetsy.
Indeed, and yeah, 3 places lost off the start for Mathis as we go into the chicane for the first time. Set Laval up 2 places to P6, but Nico's taken the lead by 2/10 to Spetsy. But Geekin up 4 places off the start. An amazing start from the SET man. Tyres, I'll be surprised to see if anyone isn't on hard tyres.
Oh, well, it's actually mixed field. Half with medium, half with hard.
Interesting. So through Sector 3 then for the first time, and it's Nico from Spetsy and Hamza, and IRT as it stands are currently about to win Rose Racing Series NA tier. Medium hard or hard medium, the strategy options open as everyone crosses the line in one big train as DRS is enabled on lap 2, and a very, very clean start, Arrow.
Yeah, and I can let you know exactly what IRT are going to try and do this race. All of the IRT drivers are on the mediums, and they're going to try and do what AMS did in the assist here in Belgium, where they all boxed pretty early, but then they were all on the same strategy and they were able to DRS train each other along to build a big enough gap to the current hard runners who will switch to the mediums later on. But we'll see if that's very effective as
contact there.
Someone, I believe,
Ogre,
yeah.
Yep, and Max Power has cut the chicane, so he's got a 10-second penalty straight up. But IRT making use of their medium tyres early doors, P1 and P2. With BRT still struggling down in 15th, 16th and 17th, they need everything to open up for them, and there's a potential break in the train between Ricardo Kroner and the rest of the field. He was flirting with 9/10 of a second there, and Jobbo mentioned earlier on in the chat, just pray the train doesn't split. We could have a split as early as lap 3 as Hamza sets the fastest lap of the race.
Ricardo
And there it is.
is actually causing that split from the IRT driver. He's the driver causing the split this early. And
This could be deliberate.
could IRT win it with just 2 drivers scoring?
BRT are currently scoring nothing. 55 points on the table for P1 and P2, and Ricardo will secure it in P9.
Well, AMS Knight not waiting around, going to get ahead, and Ogre also on the outside of Ricardo as well, looking for that move. As Ricardo left no space on the exit of the chicane, he's already got AMS Lucas pressurising him on the outside as well. And Ramon looking to get involved as well as he goes on the inside of Ricardo, that is. And Ricardo from P9 all the way down to P13 in the matter of 2 corners.
Yep, so that hasn't worked. AMS Knight is now
Oh, big
responsible for
send from
reconnecting
OVR
the train.
Groot.
Wow, yeah, that was a humongous send.
Thomas Ronhart, eat your heart out with that one.
It looks like it as Finn Bob gets past OVR Group. They're battling round the outside. Don't want no kills here, no deaths please, Finn Bob. And it's as you were, Ricardo Kroner. Not only has he tried to split the train on purpose and failed, he now finds himself in P13 and the train has been reconnected by AMS Knight. So back to good stuff for BRT. Is Finn Bob looks to the left, looks to the right. He's going to hold it round the outside, go for the cutback. Well cut off by Groot though, and it looks very hard to overtake at the back of the grid here, Arrow.
Yeah, I think Ricardo really has to do everything he can to hold up the BRT drivers now, because he's already cost himself so many positions. He's down now in P14, and I think the only thing he can really do to help his teammates now is just absolutely park it on the apex of every corner. He's trying to get back through and Groot, but I think that's a mistake, because I think he's going to open the door to Finn Bob on the outside now, which he's just did. And Finn Bob now round the outside on the hot tires, going to skate round the outside. And Ricardo, battling with Groot, actually opened the door to Finn Bob, and I could see that one coming from a mile away. Ricardo,
Yeah.
costing himself a lot in this race.
As we go to the helicopter cam, and we'll see that OVR Groot is about to...
Lucas and Ramon, I think, come together at the final corner, and Lucas sent spearing off into the wall of the final corner.
Oh no. Unk's killed someone.
And worst case scenario for BRT following that, Ramon now 1.5 out of DRS range. Meanwhile, Geekin also out of DRS range from Levi ahead as well. So there's 2 trains already formed here. And it's an IRT 1-2 as Nico moves up to P2 as well. So IRT can still win this.
Alfie gets past Ricardo Kroner now. Down inside, so P13 and P14 for BRT. Max Power's 10-second also. So Finn Bob now is 6.1 seconds off the lead, but he's got 2 DRS trains to try and catch up to, which will be interesting. Ramon did kill Lucas indeed, Swifty, as Mathis now gets past Kroner. So that's one IRT car completely out of it and geeking. 3-second time penalty to further add towards BRT's climb up. And look at Finn Bob pushing OVR Groot around the final corner. Lap 6 is upon us already, Arrow. Time flies when you're having fun, my friend.
Yeah, I must
And,
say... Alright, go ahead.
No, All over to you, mate.
I was going to say it's a disappointing start from Ricardo. Really, he really didn't even do anything to hold up the BRT drivers. He's kind of just went backwards here, and he's now at the back of this train, and he isn't really doing a very good job at managing his ERS either. So he seems to be going only one direction, and that is backwards.
Yeah, indeed. He's still in that DRS train now, and here goes Finn Bob down the inside of AMS Ramon. We're unsure if he's carrying any damage, and he's hit the back of Finn Bob there, Ramon. He's already killed his own teammate, so we know it's no holds barred for AMS Ramon. Finn Bob up to 12th, and BRT are back
Up at the front though. Lafferty trying to fight his way through, and Hamza.
prime. Oh, Gabriel Moyer's off with wing damage as well. Is this falling into BRT's lap, Arrow? He's going to have to box for that.
Yeah, and that's really all BRT need is they just need positions here and there. Ogre lagging out as well. That's going to give
Right behind
BRT
Finn Bob.
another free position. I'll see if I can get Ogre back in. I'm not sure if I have him added or not. Let's see, it's not, so for my friends list.
So Moyer's had to box. So BRT now P10, 13 and 14. Finn Bob up to 9th.
And Ogre out is going to give BRT two free positions as well.
Indeed. There's a long way to go in this race though. Anything can happen. But as it stands, after the poor qualifying and poor start, things are coming back to BRT. They've got 1, 2, 4 medium runners ahead of them as well. So they're going to have the quicker optimal tyre. Finn Bob gets past Geekin as well. So he is on a charge. He's got a bit of clear air in front of him now, Finn Bob, to really put the hammer down. And try and catch up his 2.7 seconds.
That's up at the front again, more swapping for positions. And Nico battling in Spatzy, so Lafferty on the outside may lose, or Lafferty on the outside gets through on Spatzy, and IRT down to 3 and 4. And Ricardo, I do believe, qualified like P9 or 8, and now he's lost so many positions. If we look at the position change,
7
positions, that is a very poor start. And I think Ricardo's going to try and undercut the BRT drivers and just absolutely hold them up as much as he can. I don't really know what more he can do in this race, as Lucas picked up a time penalty.
Yeah, Mathis has managed to get past OVR Groot, and now he's having a look at Geekin.
Geekin locks the
The
runners.
switchback of dreams from Mathis. That's beautiful from the lad who's about to depart to AMS. And Alfie's there in the mix as well. Geekin dropping like a stone.
Oh, 3 wide.
Oh, he's been hit
Groot
there.
pushes Alfie off as Mathis goes
There is
deep.
yellow.
Oh, and Groot pushes Alfie off
Geekin.
again.
Yeah, Geekin's had a huge moment there. He's down at the back of the grid.
And Alfie still side by side with Groot. Are they going to leave the space for each other?
I had a feeling he was going to send that. Was I dreaming, or did you have rain at Abu Dhabi in this?
Yes, on Monday we had a short qualifying session that was raining, which
Oh wow.
I can't even explain to you how next to impossible it is to get that, because you can't even set qualifying weather on this game, I'm pretty sure. So that was just completely random.
So you said about Ricardo looking to undercut. He's in at the start of lap 9. Geekin has retired from the session in the pits.
Yeah, after his spin through the chicane, I think he realizes he can't do a lot. But meanwhile, IRT continuing to go backwards as SET Levi gets ahead of Hamza, and Nico retakes the lead. But those mediums struggle here on lap 9.
Yeah, there's a huge gap formed in the middle here. Finn Bob 2.6 ahead, 2.6 behind. So this clear air really just needs to pump in some qualifying laps, and Mathis needs to drag Alfie past Ramon. He's not going to make it easy.
Yeah, Alfie's too far back. Alfie's more lucky in his mirrors for Ogre, who saves it on the inside very late.
Saw that coming a mile off. That's a push to pass if I was a steward, but play on, ref. Mathis gets past his future team boss. And P8 and P9 for BRT now. Oh, Finn Bob's had a snap coming at the final corner, and that's not going to do him any favours at all.
MS Knight's got back into that lead train. He had fallen out of the DRS of Hamza, but now with the medium struggling, Knight and Max Power back in DRS trains, so they're now a train of the top 7, still battling over the victory for this race.
Yeah, just watch Spezzi out of 5 had a snap, so medium runners need to start coming in soon, which again is going to push BRT, Finn Bob and Mathis up 3 places. But yeah, an interesting race so far. I can't wait to see how this pans out. BRT obviously winning the title with this result as it stands.
I'm just on board with Ricardo, and I'm trying to work out what he's doing with his ERS. To be honest, I can't understand it.
This was commented before. So Mabo is the engineer, and Mabo said, I think Ricardo has forgot his setup. He looks like he's never drove this game before. He burned his tyres by going medium in the corners as both IRT cars come into box. That's going to promote Finn Bob up to P6, and he's lost 7/10 of a second in that last lap alone to the cars in front, and Ramon still managing to hang on to the back of Mathis, and they've got Ogre, Alfie and Groot, and we've seen one audacious move from Ogre. Will we see it again?
Meanwhile, Spezzi and Hamza have completed their pit stops, so they're trying to go to the end here on the hards now.
Yeah.
As Ramon gets at Mathis trying to look on the exit of the chicane to get a better run.
Yeah, he's got no battery to defend with, so here goes Ogre as well. Alfie's at a moment because he's not in DRS of the cars in front.
And Ogre dived ahead of Mathis as well, so brilliant double overtake there from Ogre. Pressy T.
Yeah. But Spezzi and Hamza 20.3 and 20.5 off the lead, so I'll come back to that in a little while. Bro doesn't understand. And who's that? That is Alfie into the pits. So he's going to have the freshest hard tyres of anyone. Who's going to have a lap offset to Spezzi and Hamza. Skill issue.
What I don't understand is how why Mabo wasn't in the race, because Mabo's been one of the quickest drivers for RT.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, it's going to be tight between Ricardo. No, maybe not. Alfie's come out plumb last, but fresh air to get himself involved. As Mathis is now ahead of Ogre and Ramon. And Ogre's going to go down the inside again. No need to send the big dive. And that gap now 4.1 seconds between Finn Bob and Max Power. Mabo disappointed that they don't let me drive. And then this has happened.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure every time I've commented over Mabu's races, he's been easily top 5, no question. So surprised to see him, not see him here, trying to help IRT, because I don't think I've seen Spazzy race before, but I've seen Mabu and Hamza race. I'm pretty sure Mabu was the quicker driver out of himself and Hamza, so surprised to
Yeah.
not see him in this one.
No. No, this is a very weak BRT lineup. Obviously, Finbob's just good at Saudi and nowhere else. Mathis, development, and Alfie is his second or third race NA, I think. Hasn't done much more than that. Not a lot of practice either. Yeah, Mabo knows the score. The only one was Tech. But yeah, Tech's gone. Tech's off to SCI with Joe Murphy and Justin. Let's have a look at the gap to leader now, and 17 seconds between Spetsy and Nico. 17.3. Thank you, Oscar. Oi, oi, oi.
As IRT now been held up by MS Lucas, who's still yet to box. So IRT have got to make quick work if they want to keep their strategy going as well as they have planned.
Yeah, even without DRS, Finbob still unable to. In fact, Ogre, Mathis and Ramon are starting to reel in Finbob. So we just got to wait now, I think, over the next 4 to 5 laps, maybe 3 to 4 laps, for the hard runners pit window to open. Gabriel Moya is... I just need to check this Gabriel Moya.
Well,
he's gone hard to medium, so he's going to have to box again.
I think he can make the mediums then, but they will be terrible. I think it was because he had to fix his front wing, so boys just kind of out there hoping drivers come together. Meanwhile, Lucas standing it on the inside of Spazzy, but Spazzy around the outside has the pressure hards, able to keep the grip together.
No, I agree with you, Swifty. Swifty says mediums will not go 22 laps. But who pulls the pin first is the question, as Alfie gets a time penalty.
Yeah, really not going to help the AMS cars here. But I think BRT is a whole here are doing still pretty well. They've got
Alfie's about to jump into the DRS of Gabriel Moya. Alfie is 29.1 off the lead. As Groot, the latest driver to join the penalty club, and Alfie has got that DRS of Gabriel Moya now. But we go into that. Oh, Ramon has had a snap and almost collected AMS Mathis with him. And Ogre is off into the distance now. He's got a bit of breathing room. But Ramon makes it back into DRS. That could have ended in tears there, Arrow.
I missed Ramon losing the rear there, but Ramon still has DRS from Ogre, so I don't think it was that bad of a snap. But Mathis certainly frustrated as he sees the rear of that AMS car wiggling in front of him.
Yeah, Alfie has managed to get past Gabriel Moya and should pull away from him quite convincingly, as Hamza and Spetsy 15.5 and 15.7, and AMS Lucas has pulled the pin here on the hard compound tyres. He's going to be screaming at the end, those tyres. Maybe a bit of an undercut attempt.
Meanwhile, Ramon also has lost DRS to Ogre, so it's going to be an easy overtake for Mathis, but can Mathis get back inside DRS range? of Ogre is the question. He does comfortably. But
Indeed.
Mathis, who's yet to box, will soon have the two net leaders of Spezzi and Hamza, who are doing their medium hard strategy. I wonder will Mathis try and play any games to hold up the IRT drivers?
You would think he needs to find his inner Perez.
I think he can hold off
As there they are.
for an extra lap, but by the time they get to the end of lap 17, he should certainly try and park it through the hotel to see if he
Yeah,
can hold up.
they're if BRT box before
A new follower.
if BRT box before IRT reach them, then Mabo has constructed a strategic masterclass, and they're in full shot now. They'll be able to see these two IRT cars in their rearview mirrors as AMS Knight, Finbob, Lafitte now pull the pin on the pit stops, and 3 medium runners, and they will take them tyres 12 laps on a lighter car and a lighter fuel load. And Alfie has got a big undercut. I saw 8.5 seconds there. It's not 8.5, is it, ref? It's 1.7. Why did it flash up 8.5?
I think as you exit the pit lane, it takes the game a little bit to work out. I mean, Ricciardo may send it on Finbob, and Finbob has been swamped by both Ricciardo and Gabriel Moya, so that's really not going to help Finbob, who's just exited the pit lane. And Finbob got to try and dispatch the drivers who pit a lot earlier than him.
Oh, yellow flags in sector 2, and that's for AMS Lucas. And this is what we've come to see. AMS Mathis with 2 IRT cars behind him. Set Laval comes into the box now. And Mathis, what are your plans?
He also comes to the box.
Oh, he's twatted Ogre there coming into the pits. That's not going to cause his 10
Yeah, it did
seconds
not.
into the pit lane. He had plenty of time to slow that down. So another tick in the BRT box.
If I were Mathis there, I would have absolutely stayed out another lap just to hold up IRT that little bit longer.
Oh yeah, 100%. And Alfie is now the lead BRT car on the hard compound tyres. He's got his teammate Finbo on the medium compounds in behind him, and we'll switch it back to the intervals. AMS Ramon and Nico yet to box. Nico is, I don't know what he's cooking up in front,
Well,
but he's going to run out of time to get back up that grid.
you say that, but on Monday on the assist here, we did see drivers putting as late as lap 19. I think there may have been even
wow.
someone tried at lap 20, and we're able to still
Onto the mediums again.
on the mediums, yeah. So I think
Oh wow.
you could see Nico realistically do another 1 or 2 laps on those tires, although he may come in this lap, and he is going to come in this lap.
Nico into the box then from the lead. Spezzi and Hamza are going to take over. Ramon is the cork in the bottle. And then it's Lafitte. AMS Knight is currently net P4, but he's got Set Laval behind him. Oh, Ramon. AMS are known for a cheeky 10 sec in the pits, and Ramon has joined that as we watch Ride on board with Alfie, who gets another time penalty.
Finbob did set the fastest lap there. He
It's
also
the
has
fastest lap point,
He
yeah.
also has Alfie in his DRS. I wonder if he's going to try and tow Alfie along here as they try and make
Yeah,
their way up the road.
Yeah, Ricardo Krona, 10 lap old hard compound tyres. I think he's going to be a sitting duck to the medium boys who are behind him as Laval makes the move on AMS Knight up into P4. And Lafitte versus the 2 IRT cars is a battle that I've been looking forward to watching. So keep an eye on that gap chat. 4.4 seconds now. Lafitte hasn't got DRS, so he's going to have to do this on raw pace. AMS Lucas, another time penalty unfortunately as Olga gets past IRT Krona. As it stands, Mr. Tech, I think we just won it. Mathis needs to make some moves though. As Ramon, that's another time penalty. Standard starting to slip a little bit. As Set takes that fastest lap point away from BRT. Good evening to Tech Brutal anyway. How are you? Hi, sexy. And they're towing each other along out in front to try and pull themselves away from Lafitte, and that's 3.7 seconds now. So that's going to be 55 points that they get. Hopefully Jobbo's still going to do some mathematics.
Yeah, and Finbob continues to tow along Smugville. They've already pulled a second to Max Power behind, who Max Power actually has a lot fresher tyres than Alfie, but you can see how powerful the DRS help Alfie's getting from Finbob is helping him escape the cars behind, as Ogre now gets ahead of Max Power.
We are winning it at the moment, it seems. Ah, yeah. That's the question I have for the chat. What is 25 like? What's the handling differences? Someone's mentioned that DRS is a lot different and driving in dirty air is a lot different. Have you played the beta or anything, Ara?
Yeah, I did. I only tested really time trial just to see how the car mechanics work, and they have removed wheel flicking, which has been probably the main reason people dislike this game. Is everyone on wheel can just flick their steering wheel into every corner and it'll just stick, as we see.
Right, okay.
I believe AMS Knight into the chicane did as we went on board with him.
Dirty air is horrible, says someone in the chat.
But I think next game, if it's designed correctly, should certainly help the quicker drivers, because on this game, slower drivers like myself can just hold on to DRS and it makes yourself like 2 times quicker.
Low speed is hard, someone else has put.
Yeah, turn 4 in Bahrain feels like you're driving through a swimming pool. There's just no grip. Although Bahrain feels weird, they laser scanned the new track, but it weirdly in a way feels less realistic in real life.
Yeah.
The middle sector, I feel like in real life is more undulating, whereas in the game now, in the beta that I tried, it feels way more flat, which is strange, because I'm pretty sure if you watch the cars in real life, you see them kind of go over a hill, whereas in the game it's just completely flat, which is weird.
Yeah, I'm just watching this battle in behind the IRT cars, and one thing this little pack here don't want to do is act like twats and start battling.
Yeah, they seem to be doing that, as they went 3 wide into the chicane, which who knows what they're doing. They're all fighting over who catches IRT first, but the more they fight, the less likely they are to catch IRT in the first place.
Rhodes, you can take the S section at the start of S Sector 2 flat in a race at Bahrain. Curbs ain't a thing. That is a joke.
Yeah, that is my biggest problem with Bahrain, is the middle sector. On the previous game, you would feel every single curb. On this game,
Yeah.
on the next game, curbs feel like they don't exist at all, which is really weird. I feel like they've kind of gone backwards with Bahrain, but there's other tracks where I do feel like it's an improvement. Japan feels a lot wider, they've laser scanned it, and
Yeah.
I can't tell if it's better than last year. I think what I'm struggling with is just still getting used to the new cars, really. It still is a bit weird trying to drive those new cars, because on 24, you just had loads more grip, so it's
Yeah.
hard to get used to.
Interesting. So there's a yellow flag in Sector 1, and that is for Gabriel Moya, who's on 16-lap-old medium tyres. And I hope he's not going to do anything stupid.
But it was actually Lucas who, I think, was trying the old layout of Abu Dhabi, it seemed, from where his car was.
Look at the front right tyre on Gabriel Moya's car. That looks absolutely awful.
Yeah, 16 laps on the mediums. I think he... I was about to say, I think he can go to the end. But if he continues to lock the rears and overheat the tyres, they will absolutely explode if he doesn't manage them a bit better.
Yeah, Lucas just let him by Moya there. He was ghosted for a short moment.
I think it was because he was lifting off. I think Lucas may be calling it a day.
I'd be surprised if he doesn't pull in the pits and retire here. Latifi, hello mate, good evening. Yellow flags in Sector 3.
Yep.
AMS Lucas is round again, and I think you're right in your prediction. What's going to happen in a few moments' time? You'll see a 10-second time penalty. I am going to watch him just to make sure he doesn't... Oh no, he's going to carry on.
And that's another 3 wide into the chicane. Nico on the inside this time. Battling with Lafay. And as you mentioned earlier, all this battling is not helping them catch IRT. All IRT actually kind of extending their gap here. Nico finally gets ahead, and he's got the freshest mediums out of this pack, so they've really got to put a lot on Nico, whether to see can they catch the IRT 1-2 currently. But
Obviously not. No. Dusty Bassoon, good evening to you, sir. I'm a Dusty Ultra. Do these guys not know how to work together? It doesn't look like it, does it?
yeah,
We mentioned this before.
it really doesn't seem so, but Finbob hasn't really been catching the train ahead. He's still trying to help Alfie with DRS, and Ogre actually closing in on the rear of Alfie as well.
Yeah, Alfie's got a couple of pens. 6 seconds, but Ogre's got the 10 sec, remember?
Yeah, a good thing about the penalty situation is that Mathis doesn't have any, so Mathis should hopefully look to jump Groot, Max Power and Ogre if he can just get inside the penalty threshold. Groot and Ogre for certain, Max Power a bit more of a question, but if Mathis can use his pace like we know he has, Mathis should be scoring some needed points for BRT.
Yeah, it looks like Max Power and Ogre were trying to work together, but Ogre's now lost DRS to Max Power.
And another lap on, and Nico hasn't gained any time on the IRT drivers. And IRT currently have a 1-2, and I'm sure they'll be a little bit annoyed that they give Ricardo the seat for today, because after qualifying it was as if he gave his little brother the controller for the rest of the race. It has not gone his way at all.
Yeah, he has not managed his race pace well. I know Mabo was not happy. They had Leon, I think Leon Rolf was available, or should have gone in this lineup.
Well, I think if IRT don't win this day, I think they have thrown it away with their third driver, because Ricciardo was decent in qualifying, but in the race he just went backwards, and at no point did it seem like he had any pace this race at all.
No, indeed. But 3 laps to go. This race has come thick and fast.
And Finbob still keeping the margin of Max Power behind. Ogre drops back to P11. I think Ogre and Groot, there's some sort of mistake, as Ogre was ahead of Max Power on the previous lap, and now he's behind both of them. And they also have lost 1.3 to Ogre now, or to Max Power, that is. So
Yeah, indeed. Mathis looking good to make a few positions up ahead as well, so that would stamp the BRT prize pot.
And Oscar in the chat, yes, Alfie and Finn Bob are working together. They're keeping the drivers behind at bay, and if Finn Bob can help them extend from, I think Ogre may be the only driver. No, it's Max Power is the only driver in the penalty threshold as it stands. So they've got to try and pull a gap to Max Power, try and get maximum points here.
TT on 25 is slower than GP. Wow. And they're still battling here. Lafitte and Set Leval.
And 2.5 laps to go in this race, and they're still comfortably outside DRS range from IRT. They've only caught less than half a second since I last mentioned the Delta. And Lafitte now going to go on the outside of Nico. And as the
Nico holds it though. Yeah, he holds the inside line.
Yeah, the battling is not helping either of them. I think IRT have this 1-2 wrapped up, but if they don't win the championship, I think they will be slightly annoyed with the decision of not having Mabu in the lineup, as Mabu in the chat was not happy with himself not being in the lineup.
No, he's joined TF10.
Which is definitely a very good team. The only driver I know from there is Cloud, and there's a couple others, I think, in TF10.
Nope, you know one more. Zyros.
Those are Zeros, TF10.
He's he's joined TF10, yeah.
But I haven't actually seen TF10 race at all in this game, so...
I watch a lot of World, GTI, CTC.
Lafitte on the
TFS.
inside of Nico. As they go through the chicane, Nico leaves no space for Lafitte on the exit of the chicane. Lafitte leaves the track as AMS and Knight now on the outside of Lafitte as they're bumping and barging as they head now into turn 9. 3 wide at turn 9. Somehow it goes. I have no idea how they're able to keep it together. But all these drivers are a lot better than me.
Max Power's got himself into the DRS of Finbob and Alfie, which is interesting. So Alfie's going to drop a couple of places.
I think that's the only position Alfie will drop. The real question is, can Mathis close up to Max Power at all? It doesn't seem like he is. But
no, we are on the final lap though, and before everyone disappears at the end of this race, guys, can you just hold on for 2 minutes?
Yeah, it looks...
Don't disappear out the stream.
It looks like IRT will have a 1-2 here, which will be big for their championship hopes, but have they done enough will be the question. We'll have to work it out. And who did you say was doing the math? Mazda?
Jobbo.
Jobbo did the math.
BRT winning it by 10. Oh, a big turn in from Lafitte on AMS Knight there.
And Hamza sending it on the inside of Spezzi. I wonder, are they actually battling for position here? I think they are a bit. No, I think Spezzi did let through Hamza. Didn't think they're battling that hard.
No, so they've been in a class of their own throughout this race. IRT, Spezzi on debut, and Hamza, who's joined every team that I can think of.
Max Power and Alfie, big contact as Alfie goes into the rear of Max Power. What?
Hamza then is going to cross the line and win it for IRT, P1 and P2. Sorry to cut you off there.
I can only apologize.
Who was in the wall?
I think BRT trying to force a penalty out of Max Power here. And big contact multiple times there through the final lap. As a couple drivers dropping in the order. Mathis up to P9. That will be
P9.
That will be crucial.
That's it.
And I think
There
that's
we go.
enough for BRT to win it, isn't it?
Indeed, yeah. Stewart's pending, obviously. Ramon down to 14th now. As Gabriel Moya is off on a fastest lap attempt. Lucas just coming round the final couple of corners. But Gabriel Moya looks set to take the fastest lap of the race. IRT are on 56 points for the race. And Gabriel Moya, has he done enough to get that fastest lap? And yes, he has. So BRT are provisional RRS NA champions. Finbob gets driver of the day. What a good race, Arrow.
Yeah, that was certainly entertaining, and until the end, we didn't really know which way it was going to swing. And even in the last lap, we've seen BRT jousting with max power there. And in the end, BRT were able to pull out the victory of the championship. But we'll see what the stewards say about some of that last lap antics, whether it has any impact on the result.
No, indeed. So your running order then is Hamza, Spetzi and Nico, your top three. Leval, Knight, Lafitti, Finbob, Max Power, Mathis and Alfie finishes in P10. Groot, Olga, Ricardo, Ramon, Lucas, Moya and Geekin. And that brings the end to the first series of Rose Racing Series. It's been an absolute pleasure to... Obviously, I left a couple of weeks ago, but it's been nice. Thank you to Jobbo, all the admins, the stewards, the commentators, the team bosses. It was a eye-opener to run a top-end tournament for the first time. Arrow, thanks very much on a personal note for all your commentary over the season. And yeah, that's all from me, really. I'm going to go over and raid a friend of mine. If you don't plan on watching Twitch for the rest of the evening, could you help this guy get affiliate? He needs the average viewers only. So if you can go over there and spend some time in there and help him out, that'd be much appreciated. Arrow, any final words from you?
Yeah, well, an absolute pleasure to commentate over both tiers here in RRS Racing, and congratulations to BRT for winning it. It's sad to see BRT leave for next game. I've got to ask, is there any chance of a BRT return for F125?
No, we're done and dusted. Just like me. Me and BRT are riding off into the sunset. So I'm going to set the raid over. If you can join the raid, guys, and get yourself over into this guy's stream and leave yourself in there. Chuck some follows about, much appreciated, and I'll see you again soon. Take care, guys. Thank you. Goodbye.